Hello, I am at EPCOT. Today is the first day of the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival. This year it runs until the end of May. It is May 27th. So here's the information. I got the booklet. I have a list. Some things I think might be vegan but aren't labeled so I'm going to be doing a lot of double checking. Hopefully I'll see some friends while I'm around World Showcase, but I am ready to eat. We have a ton of options, so I got my belly hungry and ready to go fill it up. So let's go. So inside of the Odyssey, they have where you can get the orange bird drink on one side, and then the other side is the Florida Fresh booth. So this is the strawberry shortcake. It's called a Florida strawberry shortcake. Obviously, it has shortcake, strawberries, and then a vegan whipped cream on it. So let me get a bite with all of this stuff, because that's the best way to do it. The strawberries are cut huge. We're gonna need to cut one of them down. Okay. Get that. And a strawberry. Alright, ultimate bite made. This is delicious. The cake is nice and cold and has a good like flavor to it. The whipped cream is super light and fluffy, and then the strawberries, I mean, who doesn't love strawberries that have been cooked down? I can never remember what the proper phrasing would be for that. The strawberries have been strawberried, reduced down. It's very good. I definitely would recommend this. This is yummy. I'll let my friend eat it now. So we stopped by Lotus House. These are the vegetable dumplings. They are not labeled as plant-based because they are not Disney owned, but I checked the ingredients and they are vegan. You used to get 3, so they definitely lessened it to only 2 now, which is kind of a bummer, but that's okay. I'll go for the smushed one. It's a little smushed. The sauce on it's really, like it's tart sauce, but the dumpling itself is just a nice little simple vegetable dumpling. I know it said that it had like noodles in it, and tofu and just a bunch of veggies and stuff, but I mean for what it is, it's fine. I don't know if it's really worth it to only get 2. So obviously it's your money, do whatever you want with it, but it's an option, so. Over at the refreshment outpost, which is in between Germany and China, you can find the seasonal fruit parfait, which is this guy. This looks like a Dole Whip that I would get at Disneyland, so I'm really excited about this. There is watermelon and mango in it, and then like a tahini type sauce. So it's already melting very quickly, so we will, at least it's a proper size vessel for the amount of Dole Whip, and it won't be like, because it does happen.
I thought you were here.
This is a must-get. This is part of the Garden Grace, so make sure you have them stamp your passport. But let's even get some fruit on this. I don't know if I did. I think I just lost the fruit I had. So. That was so good. Super refreshing. It literally is like what I get at Disneyland. It just is missing the candied pineapple or mango, and then it would be it. Delicious. right, we got a returner over in the Bauernmarkt in Germany. This is the potato pancake. They definitely seem like they have reduced the size. They are smaller discs, but they look thicker. I don't really know if I can get a shot of that without taking it out, but they look thicker. Do you want the one with less, or should I just spread it out? We'll just smoosh it around. But they definitely look, oh yeah, they're definitely way thicker. Oh no, okay. We're going to carefully see that. Super thick though. Cut it in half. This just looks like a hash brown and less than a potato pancake at this point. All right, got it. The flavor's good. The brown part is definitely crispy, so it's cooked well. I'm gonna eat the rest. I'm just gonna do this big bite. Yep. I still really like this. In the past, sometimes it's been like very, very onion chunky, and it's definitely not like that this time. It's just like a good like creamy potato on the inside, crispy on the outside. It's very enjoyable. Still good. We are over at La Isla Fresca, which they have 2 vegan options, which is the only food option. So this, I guess, is now our new fully vegan booth. So we have a Jamaican beef patty here that is Impossible based, and then our beloved coconut tres leches has returned, so which makes me super happy. I'm gonna try the savory first because that sounds like that makes more sense to do. If I can. Okay.
Maybe.
If I don't have to put my greasy paws on both sides. I swear I just washed my hands. Okay. Alright, here we go. The inside of the patty. Very much Impossible meat. I'm gonna try. This is messy. There's sauce all over this thing. This is like basically the patty version of last year's lumpia. It's like the same kind of sauce on it, and then just crispy. It definitely has some curry in it too, which is why it's super yellow. It's got a good flavor. I have been to Jamaica many, many times. Wish it at least filled the whole patty, and then perhaps maybe the pastry itself was a little bit lighter because it's pretty crispy, but it's an enjoyable bite. I don't think it's something I would... I mean, I'll probably get it again because I want it to be lumpia. But it has a good curry flavor to it, which is really nice. So oh god, I'm about to lose it. The more we're eating it, it's crispy. It's good. It has a good flavor to it, but I just wish they were a little thicker of the actual pastry part, and then it wouldn't be like a legitimate shell. But otherwise it's good. This is a cake. This is my favorite. Looks delicious. This is me, a big bite. It's like the perfect amount of sweet. The cake is super moist. The texture of the coconut on it is really nice because it gives you a little bit of like a crunch to it and everything. This is still such a good dessert option. I'm so happy that this still exists. So over at Hanan, Origami, which is in Japan, there is this Steam Bun. It says it's filled with vegetables and plant-based meat. Just meat, right? So here's the thing. Online, it's labeled as plant-based, and it says that it's part of Garden Gray's. It's not part of Garden Gray's, and it's not labeled as plant-based because it's not Disney-owned. But we checked the ingredients, and it is a long thing. We looked over it, took a picture of it, went and stewed on it, Googled some things in case we needed to check, but it seems vegan. That being said, the actual passport doesn't have it listed as plant-based, just like the dumplings, so I don't know if it's just a confusion thing with it not being Disney owned or whatever, but it seems to be vegan. So we are going to give it a try. The bun's super sweet. The inside is definitely like a soy sesame oil kind of flavor profile. It's very good. This thing was $8.50 though, just so you know. Just a heads up on that, but it is pretty tasty. I'm gonna try another bite of it just to see if I can get some more of it. It's pretty like compacted together. What it is, I've never had a steam bun before, so I don't know if that's just how they're supposed to be or not, but it is really good, and I am pleasantly surprised by this, so would get again. So we are over next to Canada. This is from the refreshment port. This is the highly anticipated buffalo chicken poutine. I don't know why they're calling it poutine. What do we call it? We're gonna call it loaded tater tots. Buffalo loaded tater tots, because that's what they are. So it has chunks of the tenders, the Impossible chicken tenders. They're like slathered in the buffalo sauce, and then there is vegan ranch and blue cheese on this, obviously, as well as tater tots. So get these bites. Okay, don't worry. So it's definitely like the same buffalo that they had for Food and Wine. So it definitely has a good heat to it if you are sensitive to such things. I hope my friend from Buffalo actually likes this because she's a Buffalo snob in the best way. But the tater tots are good and crispy. The blue cheese crumbles are the perfect amount for me, aka barely any. And then there's a good amount of ranch. So, let's see. There we go. Look at all that. Yeah. This is something I will be getting each time I come here. So Trowel & Trellis is no longer totally vegan, which is a huge bummer because they still have the avocado mousse terrarium, and for some reason they made it no longer vegan. But we still have the Farmhouse Meatball, which is this guy. It has like a lentil wrap and an aioli on it. Usually I find this wrap pretty dry, so I have medium to low expectations. Currently, it looks dry. Also looks incredibly messy. Already has a cat tea. This is gonna be bad. You have napkins, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. As I'm watching it literally pour out. Alright.
Didn't want them to blow away.
So it's not as dry as it looks. The flavor's really good, and they have like the aioli on it. So it's like super, super creamy. I don't know if you can see that at all from that side, but obviously you can see on that. Oh, okay. Now we're open. But it has like some peppers and stuff in it, and like mint and spinach and stuff. It's pretty good. Definitely better than what I felt in the past. So we'll say it's an improvement. we finished our garden graze. So you only have to do 5 of, I think it was 7 or 8 options throughout the park, which is really nice. It's a lime Dole Whip when you do it. This is the same location that you can get just a pineapple Dole Whip, but I didn't want to buy one when I can get a lime one for free. The thing said it was a lime Dole Whip with Minute Maid lemonade something smoothie mix. So we had them call to make sure it was plant-based, but it's just Dole Whip. So he said yes, it was plant-based. I'm the chocolate chef, so we have lime Dole Whip to enjoy, which is my favorite one. Perfectly refreshing for this hot day, so yum yum. Make sure you get one, and you get this cute little plastic cup, and you get a wildflower mix of seeds. Farmer's Feast is located next to the playground, the new creation shop in your test track. They have the corn, this is really hot, that they've had in years past in other locations. This thing's migrated around to like 3 different spots over the last couple of festivals, but it's got like a vegan, like garlic butter on it, and then they are calling it cheese. It's basically breadcrumbs, usually. But it's kind of cheesy, but they made it really hard to eat this year, and I really don't even know how. It's all just gonna fall off. I really just want the butter, to be fair. I mean the garlic butter. I'm just gonna. It is delicious. It's super garlicky, buttery, and cheesy. It's really good. It's just, how am I supposed to eat this? It's like, ah, the whole thing. Like, I don't want it all to fall off. It's really good. It's really salty though. The cheese part's really, really salty, but really good.
I can sit down.
Delicious. Alright, so the last stop of the day was actually going to be our first stop, but the line was super long, and like I knew it would be, we waited behind like 5 people. So Brunch Cot is located next to Test Track. You will likely hear plenty of cars here soon, unless they break down, because it's been more than 20 seconds since I've heard one, so who knows. But we have the, I'm just going to pick it up this way. Avocado toast here again. So it's a ciabatta with avocado, obviously, plant-based crumbles that I believe are feta, and then it has heirloom tomatoes and then radishes. And my favorite part about it, honestly, is the heirloom tomatoes. So otherwise I'm usually pretty indifferent on it because it needs like salt or something. But let's give it a try. We're back. It's about the same as always. You said that you always say it's reliable. That's a good way to phrase it. It's very pureed with the avocado. The heirloom tomatoes are still delicious. You don't really taste the cheese on it at all, but otherwise it is pretty enjoyable. It is a great first option when you come to the park because it's basically breakfast. But as at the end of the day that we've been eating now for 4.5 hours straight, I don't want to eat this, I'm so full. But I'm also glad we didn't start with it because it's a really hearty thing, and I know we both would have absolutely destroyed this and eaten the whole thing. But it's still good, so it's still a good option, part of the garden graze. If you complete your garden graze, since you only have 5 things, you still have more things that you can eat, so you can always grab another passport and then just keep refilling and get another delicious treat. So. Test it. Officially done eating my way around EPCOT. We have so many options. I'm so full. I've literally been eating for 4 hours at this point. Actually more than that. We started at 11 and it's now 3:45. We had tons of food. Everything was a good varying amount, not a ton of spicy stuff like we see usually at festivals in the past. Good balance of stuff. Oh, hello, butterfly. We had crispy things, we had soft things, we had desserts, we had fruit, we had refreshing, we had spicy. It was a good all-around festival. I'm very happy with it. There was a couple things I didn't love, but that's to be the case. I very much enjoyed several of the items. I'll definitely be back here with my family to drag them around to go eat some more of the food. I know Corey would love to try some of these things. They do also have, we didn't get it, but at the land cart, which is next to the land pavilion where the butterfly little tents are, they have a strawberry fruit bar and then like a red pepper hummus thing. They're included in the festival, but they have those all the time, so I didn't grab those. But otherwise, super great festival options. I really hope that you guys all can come out here and try them because we have some good things to eat this year. So thank you so much for following along. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.